Hey, brothers and sisters, how you doing? Well, it's 9 o'clock in the morning on the fourth day of the 12 days of Christ X, Chris X, Christopher, Spirit World X, the long ago prophesied to come melanated Messiah. How are you? You know, it's so funny how the gentleman, Stephen Darby, who I've warned you about, I remember warning you just about two clips ago in the 12 Days of Christ X Part 2 or 3. I showed you where he was standing with his wife and his other cowards calling themselves family members. They were standing together taking a picture. And I said, how in the hell does he afford these suits? The way the man is running his mouth on his videos, he doesn't sound like he could afford one of those suits, right? So just a day later, here they go again. The shadow government and the Stephen Darby movement. Hey, Steve, roll the tape. So what he puts a video out yesterday, and I don't know, I didn't even pay attention to the date stamp. Now, in that video, I also talked about the fact that no one's ever heard of Stephen Darby. At least I've never heard of the man, and I paid attention to the circuit, the religious circuit over the past 30, 40 years. I mean, I haven't went anywhere, and you haven't either, and you have never heard of Stephen Darby, by the way, and you haven't. All you got to do is be honest. Like Morticia said, so many of you are just willing to accept it, even if the package don't look right, even if the package looks weird. So Stephen Darby put a video out, and the thumbnail on that video is the video is called "What They Ain't Got." Now listen to this. His wife comes up to they open the video up with his wife, with Stephen Darby coming in saying, hey, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start these videos. We're going to open up these videos by letting you read by reading off some mail that we get from the people that follow us from all over the world. And his wife walks out, with her disgustingly putrid role, his so-called wife, and she's reading a couple. She's reading. She sets out to read 3-4 different letters from people that want to reach out to the Stephen Darby Ministries. Now, unfortunately, I told you that these people are so desperate that they always make mistakes trying to keep up with the fact that I'm tearing everything that they have down. Yeah, I'm tearing their little lie down. And they know I'm tearing it down. So they figured, oh my God, he's telling people that, oh, nobody's following me and don't send him money. And oh my God, Christopher Spirit World X in 2023 is telling people not that we're fake here in 2010, 2016. So his wife's reading letters, and of course, any respecting pastor is going to receive a couple letters from their parishioners, whether they're in the audience or abroad. And I'm sitting there, I'm taken aback. I'm like, wow, that's cool. People, they follow him. And no, I wasn't. Anyways, I'm looking at the letters that the guy that she was reading. None of the letters that they're reading had any creases in the paper. Okay. Now, this move in the role this man and his crooked family are playing was to give you the impression, to rebut, of course, the video I just put out, and to give you the impression that there are people that, have heard of Stephen Darby, and they want to talk to him, and they want to send him letters. Well, those letters were meant to rebut my, of course, telling you on video that I've never heard of the guy, and probably no one else has either. And a couple other rebuttals came up. I remember telling you that the guy doesn't even talk like he can afford any of the suits he's wearing. Well, he opened up the video, he opened up his sermon by telling us that he's a carpenter. Now, I've never heard this man say he's a carpenter in any of his other videos. Never. Now, when you're dealing with the public and you're talking to them, about your employment exploits, you're normally going to talk about them at some point. But if you look at any of Stephen Darby's videos, his earlier videos, where for some reason he just doesn't age, you never hear him talk about, him being any type of employment, because he's so busy in those videos attempting to make it appear as if he's trying to get this message out, and he gotta, I don't know what I'm gonna call this message, or y'all are. So anyways, that was the second rebuttal to me destroying his masquerade, his delusion, his nigger delusion. Yeah, I called him a nigger, and I'm going to continue saying the word nigger, just like I did in the videos that I put together, in the earlier videos that I've been putting together, because that's what you are, scumbag. So, and his wife, his kids too, they all need slayed. Every one of them. Those people in the audience, if you look at I want to mention something else. If you look at his videos, you'll see that he uses the same people's, the audience members. He uses the same audience members' faces in many of his videos. They're wearing the same clothes. They're wearing the same hair. They have the same look on their face. These people are doing everything they can to stay above water, to stay afloat on this big ocean of mine. It'll never happen, ding dong. I'm not gonna let it. And the Most High, oh my goodness, is so well equipped me. Now remember, folks, what was I gonna say to you? Oh yeah. I also want to say that, you got to pay attention to how time wears on a person, especially in the construction field. 10 years, 12 years, that'll age you quick, okay? You get real aged. And, I'm the guy who does all of the, I'm the guy who does construction work. I do carpentry, I do all that. And I've told you that in my earlier videos, as you can see there. I don't know if you can see, you see that? That's called a little tool case. I got it in front of that door so that my cats don't run, and I'm just tired of them opening the door with their paws, so I put that over there. Anyways, this guy is doing everything he can to just take my whole identity. Hey, Steven, roll the tape. It'll never happen. What is it? Is it, should we believe that you're the only man that can create videos and never age one bit? And by the way, it's very, very hard to keep up with the Joneses when you're putting together videos and you make slip-ups like telling your audience that you're receiving video letters from all over the world, But those letters that you produce don't have one crease or one line in those letters. Not one. And you got what, 3, 4 letters that your wife supposedly had to read off. And by the way, it doesn't make sense that you go to attend all of these conferences because you're such a desired guest speaker, and you can only have 3 people in your audience, 5 people in your audience. And, you can hear the fact that and if you listen to the audio of his the last video that he put out, which was yesterday, they put that video out, and then they put a fake date stamp on it for 9 years ago or whatever. You can even hear that the audience isn't real. It's not his audience. You can hear it. You can listen and tell that that's not a real audience. Now, be cautious, brothers and sisters, because over the next couple days, you'll probably see that man. You'll probably see another video go up, and in that video, they'll put a date stamp on it for 12 years ago, and now all of a sudden you'll have a guy with an audience with 10,000 people in it. Hey, I love battling with you, buddy, and I just want you to know that I'm about to flatten your earth, and then I'm going to come and flatten your earth, okay? And by the way, one other thing. I don't know a carpenter around that walks around with the gut that you got. I don't. Unless he's a lazy son of a gun. So don't tell people in the audience, oh, sometimes you got to do the work yourself. What? What, do you do the work when you find time to put that damn plate down, you fat pig? Guardians, you got to forgive me, but I got to get on this guy. I love it. Hey, at least I'm famous. I got one guy trying to be like me. Take care, folks. Hey, I'll be back later with another beautiful set of videos. We got a lot of information coming up. And also want you to remember, Stephen Darby, you haven't told these people anything about being third eye open like your Bible tells you to be. Okay? Your Bible tells you in the last days to be third eye open. I haven't heard you espouse anything to your fake audience. Okay? I mean, your audience. Okay? It's actually my audience. Because everything that comes out your mouth came out of my mouth. But I haven't heard you espouse anything on being third eye open. And to do that, you have to understand who you are as an electromagnetic force, part of the balance of forces that allow this matrix to exist. And you can't do that because you don't have that knowledge now, do you? No, you don't. But I do, because I'm the real chosen one. Okay? I'm the real prophet. Okay? Boy? You understand me? Boy? And I'm going to make sure that you get to feel the real prophet real soon. So, folks, watch out for this coward. Pay attention to his videos and prepare for him to attempt to put together another video. And, none of his videos line up. Every one of his videos are made based upon the things I say. So pay attention to his videos coming over the next few weeks, and of course his video content, because it's probably going to change. The order's going to be all messed up. Oh my Lord, this guy's just ridiculous. Hey, tell your team they suck. Tell your team to put some creases in those letters that those people send from Alabama, North Carolina. Put some creases in them papers next time. You won't look so caught, pussy. Guardians, forgive you know what? You got to forgive me for saying that, but that's what he is. And I'm going to continue slaying you. If I have to with words, it's all good. You're a scumbag. And you need destroyed. You and that woman and those kids and everybody that's helping you to hijack this authentic redemption process happening in December of 2023 on channel Christopher Spirit World X, the Mahdi, only on YouTube. Peace. See you later.